everybody, it's your favorite Gingy here, and welcome to Ginger Books, or welcome back if you're a continuing watcher or subscriber. And welcome to the first reading vlog of 2023. I know I've been putting out content, but there's always something special about the first reading vlog, you know what I mean? Hello and welcome. I am starting this on a Tuesday, so yeah, it might be a little bit of a longish vlog, but it'll at least give me enough days to hopefully put out a nice quality. Anyways, before we get into what this video is going to be kind of centered around, or this vlog centered around, I did want to inform you guys on some changes that are going to happen to the channel. Now, I did say, and I'm going to take off my glasses because I'm getting tired of looking at the glare in the lens. So, we're getting serious here. I'm taking off the glasses. As I was saying, I have goals for this channel this year that I'm not looking for views, but just more of what you guys are going to be interested in wanting to watch, as well as what I'm interested in putting out on this channel. And I've been taking in the analytics and how many views I've been getting depending on for Sims content and book content. And I also had to do another kind of soul search in myself of, why is the channel not doing so great? Why am I feeling like this is more of a chore and not something fun to do? And I think it's because I have put myself in a mindset that I need to grind to get videos out. And my friend proved a really good point one day when we were talking about it on their stream. And he's like, and they said, if you have to feel like you're grinding and pushing content out, are you really enjoying what you're making? And how do you feel like if you're not enjoying it, are people really enjoying it? And that was a really good point. And, I keep preaching that this goal is that I want quality content that people enjoy and I feel proud of putting out over quantity. And I realized I really wasn't doing that. 4 videos a week was just a lot for me. So looking at the analytics and just what I really want to do right now is really book content. I'm not going to stop the Sims content because I feel like that could be a future thing down the road once I figure out possibly how to live stream it. But I think I just want to go back to what I really enjoyed the most and what this channel was started on, which was, of course, books. So I'm now going down to 3 uploads a week. Now that may change. Sims content may only be once a month. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do it, or it just may not exist for a while until I figure out what I want to do. So I'm sorry if you're here for the Sims content. I completely understand if you totally want to back out, you want to unsubscribe, I get it. But I just want to be upfront and honest with you guys of just where my mindset is and how I'm feeling. This is not me backing out. This is just me understanding my limitations for the time that I have, because I do have a lot of things that I do for my work life as well as personal life. So, and things that I would really like to enjoy and not feel like I'm glued to a computer screen all the time. So, and I also want to enjoy this channel. That's the big major thing, is having fun. So, is there going to be a Sims video out anytime soon? I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but I just really don't know until I figure it out. So, I'll just leave you on that one. Another thing is that the format of my vlogs. So, and what I mean by format, I mean by this, my reading vlogs / life vlogs are going to try to be a little bit more reading based, but there's still going to be life in there just because I do like the reading / life vlogs. It kind of breaks up and kind of gives you something new every time for every day. But it's going to be how many days are going to be in the vlog. Some vlogs are going to start on a Wednesday or Thursday, and I will get better at putting out in the corner what day we start on, because I realized I haven't been doing that. Or they may be longer, depending on how I'm feeling that week. It could start on Tuesday or a Monday and go all week. It just all depends on how I'm feeling, as well as how much time do I have to be able to put out a good quality video. And it's also going to be, too, where at times my scheduling is going to be sporadic when I upload. So just fair warning, it's not going to change just because there's going to be weeks where I'm going to be insanely busy and I may only be able to pump out 1 video, maybe possibly a week, or none at all. If I'm not proud enough of the content and can't spend time to make it a good quality video that I'm proud of to share. I just wanted to bring you guys up to speed on where my thought process was, just because I really appreciate your support, and in return, I want to be honest and transparent of the changes on the channel. So, but huge thank you. Huge thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting me this far and staying along and supporting me. So this reading vlog / life vlog is going to start the first vlog of the magical Readathon Orilium. And now if you want to go check out that video, I will link it down below in the description. However, I'm going to try to see if I can figure out how to like post it up in the corners that sometimes you see in videos. If I don't, when in doubt, it'll be in the description to go check that out. That was a video I posted last week. I did not say any of the books. I just discussed the prompts and what we have to do for the spring equinox and fall equinox the next that we missed last year for the next 3 months. Just because I do not have a set TBR. If I try, I usually end up sometimes hating the book when I don't mean to, because I do enjoy the book, just because I was probably not in the mood for that said book. So my TBR is all about the mood and what I am feeling in the moment of what I want to read, if that makes sense. But this video is only going to consist of one book because it's going to cover 3 prompts that are kind of a little daunting. So, and those 3 prompts are, let me just skip to the page here. Is prompt 1, shape-shifting creature with claws on the cover. Prompt 3, inscription intimidating read. And 9, the word I cannot pronounce, and deviations, book set in the future. And so that book, since these rules are kind of loose, G from Book Row said that you can follow them word for word and the prompts word for word if you want to give yourself a challenge. But if you want to, you can bend the rules a little bit and do multiple books or books that you might have already started and need to finish. And this year is all about finishing books and series that I have started and never finished. So, yeah. Hopefully I'm in the mood for them. That's the problem, is if I'm not in the mood for them, I'm not going to finish them, which is going to be bad. But anyway, so the book I'm going to pick, and that it'll be this week's focus, is The House of Sky and Breath, the second book in the Crescent City series by Sarah J. Maas. We are literally over halfway done with the book. We have like just shy under 300 pages yet to go in this book that we need to get done. So, or at least I do. Currently, right now, I'm on chapter 43, and as you can tell, I am kind of sticky tabbing this. It's only important events that I feel are going to be important later on. So like some foreshadowing moments, as well as, that doesn't make sense. That sounds important kind of thing. And also big shocking reveals. So that's the only thing I'm doing. I'm not annotating it, nothing like that, just because this is a first edition copy, and I don't like it annotating hardcovers as well as first edition copies. So I do want to get a paperback and maybe possibly reread it and annotate it. But usually my first reads, I don't like doing that. I know I did that with the first book, but that was a little different. And I still, at the end of it, didn't really like it. So, yeah. Anyways, so that's what we're going to be reading. Currently, what I'm doing is I just finished exporting, actually, the magical Readathon Orilium video that's going to go out today. I'm pretty much done with work for the day. I don't have a whole lot going on. However, I will admit, you're going to see sometimes me working on something, but I'm not going to show the screen. Because for some reason, the creativity spark has like literally sparked in my brain, and I have been fixated on writing a tabletop character from the Star Wars Destiny game. That I don't know why I'm starting with her character. You would think I would start with my OG character that I first made, but for some reason I'm starting with that character just because I feel like I connect with her a little bit more on a deeper level, as well as there's a nice steamy love interest that I want to flesh out more to add more depth to her character. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to say any more. And the fear and paranoia of being copyrighted by Disney. So, Disney, do not come at me. Anyways, so, currently, I don't really have much going on. I don't really have any other videos to edit because I did try to start a vlog last week, but didn't finish it. I am trying to think of maybe possibly a fun video to do that's like a fun bookshelf scavenger hunt or something like that. So I may go dive deep in there, into the interweb and figure that out. But yeah, I don't really have any plans. Later I do have Lions Club meeting. Oh, I did want to share with you guys though. I redid, and I'm going to put my glasses back on so I can actually see. I redid my shelves here. just because I was getting tired of, if you've ever saw in the background, I had piles of books just sitting on the floor. Everything just felt so chaotic and just so cluttered that I decided to reorganize the clutter. Now, it's not perfect. Would I love the shelf actually fully done so that the books are not just sitting on their sides? Yes, but I just don't have that option right now. So I'm going to show you guys, and maybe I could do a bookshelf tour. Maybe we do that since they're updated. So I changed up this old bookshelf that I have. This actually bookshelf was my great-grandmother's, and so I'm glad that I have it. And I have a lot of my dark fantasy books and my favorite books on my top 10 list. So, of course, Sarah J. Maas is up on top along with Carrie Maniscalco. Then it kind of comes into Cassandra Clare because those are my top 3 favorite authors. Then over here we have Kat Cho, which I do need to read. Vicious Spirits, I have not read that yet. Maureen Johnson, the Bridgerton series, and I think there's more there. Oh, there's more Sarah J. Maas. The Throne of Glass series I kind of had to split up because they just did not fit on the shelf. And then my favorite manga series with Sailor Moon and Inuyasha. Then over here we have more of my books. You kind of have the kind of dystopian, historic time period, futuristic type books over here. Kind of going over into my vampire books over here. Children's books down here with a little bit of my manga over here. Over there, more children's books. And then down there, there is more of my adult and my book of the month books down there. You can see I now have like a little chair set up. Mostly my dog sleeps in that chair. But I'm going to use it again for editing. And I also have my ring light here that I used to use in videos. I also have this cart here. I did kind of clear some of the books off up on top so that I can use that as where to put my books for potential TBR for reading. So I do have some potential books that you kind of see. Glad they're not facing out because I kind of want to keep it a surprise of what I'm going to read for the spring equinox. Haven't picked out the fall equinox yet, but you know, that's a future me problem. But yeah, and then the upper top shelf here that has Grogu from The Mandalorian. The series kind of stayed the same, except I did put the 2 after books, The Kissing Booth, and Halo up there. So kind of changed it up just a little bit and tried to organize it through genre, but it kind of started getting mixed match because it was going on hour 4 and I was getting tired and just wanted to be done. So, yeah. But it's a lot more organized. I also kind of organized over here in this corner, this cart a little bit more. My shoes are now over here, and then this drawer that has some office supplies, so that it's a little bit closer where I don't have to wheel so much back and forth. So that's new, but I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for now. I do plan on reading because my goal is to either read 30 minutes or at least 50 pages, depending on what comes first, a day to help get through books. Of course, if I'm in the mood to read more, I'll read more, but yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started, uploaded to YouTube, and I'll check back with you guys later. So today I pretty much got most of, it's now just research today because I do need to get like a good chunk of that done today. Got pretty much done what I needed to, finished up field trip stuff, so pretty much all I have to do once I get into office is take pictures for the activities, set those, and I am literally set besides emailing volunteers, which I probably won't, well, our first field trip is in April. I'll definitely do it the beginning of next month because I don't want to ask too soon because some people don't know their schedules that soon, so yeah. So all I have is research. I was going to edit a video that's going to go out tomorrow, but I think I might just wait and edit it tomorrow because I'm going to be stuck at home anyways because there's another severe storm, winter storm coming through. Guys, I know I complained about the heat. Usually I don't mind winter because our winters have been pretty mild the last like 2 or 3 years. Except for this one. Like, wow. But, yeah. So, probably gonna get to some research, probably take you guys along with me with that. Everybody, it is Friday. Sorry I did not vlog yesterday. Just was a little busy. But, hi. So it is 10 o'clock on Fridays. Usually I do not work Fridays, so I slept in until like 8:10. Woke up, went and fed horses. I went and got... I'll be right back, because I did go to the store and the groceries are in the car. Okay, I'm back. That's been a while since I've forgotten groceries in the car. But, so, obviously I went and got groceries, before I was telling you guys that. Then I went out to the nutrition place near me and got my daily dose of omega tea. But today I don't really have much going on. I know I did not upload yesterday, so I need to edit that video and upload today, just because I was just busy. And... yeah, there's really not a whole lot else. Other than I realized I didn't have 4 Sims packs. There was 2 that was released yesterday. I kind of want to play some Sims. I'm taking a little break from writing my tabletop character story just because I think I've kind of hit a roadblock with it. I don't want to say I'm not interested. I think I just need a break from it. And also we need to read because we're supposed to complete this book on this week. Might not happen. Might not happen. But, yeah, so come along with me while I edit. almost 8 o'clock on Monday. Well, I didn't vlog much this weekend just because sometimes my weekends are busy and I just sometimes don't feel comfortable vlogging with my friends. Just because, you know, it's their privacy. They don't have to be on my vlogs or anything like that. Except for one of my friends that I was hanging out with. I'm pretty sure she don't care. But still, that privacy thing. I try to honor their privacy as best as possible. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, I do forget to vlog when I'm doing stuff. So, that's, again, one thing I need to get better at. That kind of helps with the consistency thing. So I didn't vlog much of this weekend, and what I might do is turn this into 2 weeks, because I seriously want to get Sky and Breath done. I've been meaning to get it done for like almost 2 months now, because I'm pretty sure I started at the beginning of December. Pretty sure. So yeah, it's been almost 2 months I've been trying to read this book. So, and this is the last week of January, and January has flown by like so fast. So fast. So yeah, that is our number one goal. And my number one goal this week is to get that book finished. Because we're over halfway done. Like, there is no excuses why I can't get it done. But and of course, I didn't really read much this weekend. So, there wasn't really much. But, so this morning, I've been up. Usually I get up about around 6:10 because I take my fiance to work and I come home. And I start working, which I have been. I've gotten some of my office stuff done I had to get done today. But pretty much all I really have to do today that I planned for myself, because with how busy this weekend was, I figured Monday I would want to take it easy to get back into the work week, which I'm really thankful for. I am going to be researching today, so you guys get to come along with that. Hopefully I can better focus, because Thursday I could not focus on researching to save my life. So, yeah, and getting that stuff done. I may do research where it's a few different areas. So if I start kind of losing interest or zoning out or something like that, I can switch it up to something else that I need to research. So today is just going to be an easy day. I don't really have a lot going on. I do have to figure out a video to film for tomorrow. So that's a thing. And possibly Thursday, since this video is not coming out like the day I want it to. So probably think of and brainstorm ideas for that. Okay, you're gonna get a leaning down version of me, so you may not see all my face, but I just got to the end of chapter 46, and we found out what happened to Sophie. And I was already understanding that her being sent to the bottom of the North Sea probably wasn't going to be the greatest, and there was slim to none chance. Sorry, this is going to be a spoiler, but I had a feeling she was going to be dead. So, oh boy. We'll see if she is or not, because this is only a commander saying this, and maybe Sophie doesn't want to be found and they're protecting her in that way, but we will see. So I'm going to keep reading. on page 540, and it says on the last page, because they're talking about Emil, because Bryce found out a way to hide him? When did this happen? When did she find him and was able to usher him to safety, to the Viper Queen's den? Because it says, how did you figure it out? Bryce's brows brunched. She hadn't denied it on the flight over here, that she had somehow gotten Emil to the Viper Queen, and Hunt had been too fucking pissed to ask any questions. When did this happen? Plus also, Hunt, why are you pissed? Because you did this exact same thing. Different circumstances, but the exact same thing in the last book. I'm so confused. Did I miss something? Like, somebody in the comments below that has read this book, tell me where I missed something. Because I didn't even realize she found Emil. What? I'm gonna say this here right now. Bryce is probably one of my top favorite female characters now. This woman is great. It's just great. Oh my god. Oh my god. Of how everything she's thought out for this kid, and now that is her new adopted brother. Great. Of course now her and Hunt are fighting now, but what else is new? But anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, hello everybody. It is Friday, sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm trying to stare. The 27th of January. It is about 7:30 at night, and so I picked this up just to start reading, and I got a good chunk into it, and some things that have been dumped on us in the last like 10-20 pages. I am now currently on chapter 63. So, forewarning, I'm going to say some spoilers because I have to share this. So, if you don't want to be spoiled, again, click away from the video. Spoiler warning. But anybody who knows what has happened in the last couple of chapters knows. So, Apexia has been hinting at that her heart belongs to somebody else that really she can't have a relationship with, either due to status or something like that. And it turns out when Bryce declares in front of the archangels as well as the Austeri that Hunt is going to be her prince, so her dad can't do anything about that because somehow he has tricked, since she was using her title, she has now claimed her title, so he has all of her documents changed over, so her last name now is the Autumn King's last name, which is like Danon or something like that. That's how it's pronounced. Sorry if I'm butchering it. So she ones up him. Well, they're gonna go, into the closet and do some adult things. And lo and behold, who they find. Apexia and Celestia. It was hinting that she was gonna be with somebody, but it almost made it hinting at it was going to be the Mer Theron? No, totally just out of the blue. It's Celestia, who is an archangel, who has her hands tied and can't overrule the Austeri, who want her and another archangel to, be mates and make babies. Because, they're just, in Bryce's terms, alpha a-holes. So, Then another realization. The first Starborn Queen, Thesia, I believe is how you pronounce the name. I could be pronouncing these names wrong. I do apologize. Was actually betrothed and loved a prince of hell, which is the one that keeps coming to Bryce. Idean? But, and the Prince of the Pit just let Bryce know that's the reason why what happened between the Austeri and the Princes of Hell, and how the Princes of Hell lost. And the reason why the Prince of the Pit got involved in it with that war was because of his lovesick brother. Because the Starborn Queen got killed by technically her betrothed mate because he was on the Austeri side when she was on the Princes of Hell side, probably trying to overthrow the Austeri because the Austeri are not what is cracked up to be. Obviously, we're finding that out and figuring that out. Like, oh my goodness! Like, it felt like it kind of hinted at that a little bit as I start thinking about it because of his weird attachment to Bryce, because she has the Starborn Queen's ability now. That was inside of her. So, like, oh my word! And that might be the reason why. And of course, he's readying all of the troops in hell for another rematch against the Austeri. But of course, Bryce is like, no, you know, they've been taught, and the reason why their history has been completely erased and rebuilt by the Austeri because they don't want anybody to find out. But the Prince of the Pit did say I'm like, you'll change your mind when you know the full truth and the full story. You'll be coming to us for help to take them down, pretty much. Like, whoa. So, I'm going to keep reading. And sorry for the noise in the background. I would be reading in front of you guys, but I'm reading out. My fiance and a person are finishing out a character in our Star Wars tabletop games, and then starting his Jedi character tonight, so. But I'm going to keep reading, and I will pop back in if I have any more revelations, and I'm hoping to actually get this done today, because we're only, we're so close. We're like less than 150 pages, I think. Because this page, if you count the acknowledgements, ends on 805. And I'm on 669. 669. Anyways, I'm a child. So, we have almost 150 pages, if not a little less than 150 pages left. I do want to get this done tonight, so. But anyways, I'm back. Excuse me. I've only had one Dr. Pepper today. So, I'll get back to reading and I will pop back in. The next day. It's Saturday the 28th. Yeah, the 28th. It's just afternoon. And I am on page 756 and 757. Anybody who has read this book knows what revelation I just found. But for anybody who has not read this book, again, a fair warning. Click away from this video because I'm going to share spoilers. So you have been warned. But she just found out what the Austeri do. These are not starborn people. They're creatures who feed off of first light. So the souls of people. And she found out the reason why they've channeled and harnessed first light power. And that is to power themselves. Kind of a way Bryce does. And this other one. She reads, she read the next page with a drawing of a fey female. They did not see the old enemy who offered a hand through space and time. Like a fish to bait, they came and they opened the gates to us willingly. They walked through them to Midgard at our invitation, leaving behind the world they knew. Bryce backed away from the wall, crashing into the table. The Asteri had lured them all into this world from other planets, somehow using the northern and southern rifts, or whatever way they traveled between the worlds. They'd drawn them into this place to farm them, feed off of them, forever. So it makes me wonder. So I have a theory, guys. I have a theory. If they're leading the Fae through the northern and southern rifts, that means the Fae never originated on this planet. I'm wondering if this is how Sarah J. Maas is connecting the Court of Thorns and Roses universe together with this universe. Because this is set way in the future. I'm going to keep reading and find out, and I wonder if I'm correct. I'm not even like a few pages later on 763. Again, spoilers. So, look away. Not your kind. So found out, Danica found out that they were the shifters were Fae, but different types of Fae. So not your kind of Fae, of course. Your breed dwelled in a lovely verdant land rich with magic. If it's of any interest to you, your starborn bloodline specifically hailed from a small isle a few miles from the mainland. And while the mainland had all manners of climes, the isle existed in beautiful near-permanent twilight, but only a select few in the entirety of your world will shift from their humanoid forms to animal ones. The Midgard shifters were Fae from a different planet. All the Fae in that world shared their form with an animal. The Mer descended from them, too. Perhaps they once shared a world with your breed of Fae, but they only been alone on their planet for long enough to develop their own gifts. And of course, she goes on, well, they don't have pointed ears, which the Asteri bred out of them. But then she also says, in her mind, an isle of near permanent twilight, the homeworld of her breed of Fae, a land of dusk. Dusk's truth, Bryce breathed. It wasn't just the name of this room that Danica had been talking about with Sophie. Automatically, my mind is going to a certain place and her ancestral lines of where her Fae came from. Yeah, I'm going to keep reading. Okay, I'm now on page 784, and another revelation that one of the Asteri has dropped. So, he said, even hell's not the top of our list of those whom we shall exact vengeance. Again, that smile at Bryce. Star on your chest, do you know what it is? Let's assume I know nothing, Bryce said grimly. Regulus inclined his head. It's a beacon to the world from which the Fae originally came. It sometimes glows when nearest the Fae who have undiluted bloodlines from that world. Prince Cormac, for example. It glowed for Hunt, Bryce shot back. It glows for those who you choose as your royal companions, knights. So what? Bryce demanded. So that star will lead us back to that world. Through you, through our brethren who once ruled there, we have not forgotten. Our initial attempt at revenge was foiled by your ancestors who also bore the star on their chest. The Fae have still not atoned for their deaths of our brothers and sisters. Their home world was rich in magic. I crave more of it. Again, kind of hinting at my theory. I'm going to keep reading. My suspicions were somewhat confirmed. So, obviously, Rune, Baxian, and Hunt have been captured. Hunt now has a new halo on his head. And Bryce thought she was teleporting to hell. But the thing is that she's never been to hell before, which is like its own planet that she found out. So lo and behold, where did she end up? And this is going to be a huge spoiler for the end of the book, so please, please, for the love of God, if you have not clicked away from this book, click away now. But she ended up on Rhys and Feyre's doorstep. Because on her initial first look at Rhysand, she thought that was Rune. They are very identical in appearance. Therefore means they come from Rhysand's lineage. Now they said this petite, black-haired female, either that could be possibly more, or it could be, what's her name? It starts with a, I can't think of it. I'll put it down below. Could be talking in the Old Fae language, saying, because they find the dagger. Somebody has the dagger, the twin dagger to the Star Sword, which, again, confirms that they're from the same lineage. So she is now on the home world of the Fae that Bryce and Ruin have come from. Which makes total sense, because obviously if you've read A Court of Thorns and Roses, you know Rhysand's abilities mirror Ruin's abilities. And also the whole Starborn power thing. Rhysand's power is the dark and the stars. So, and dusk type powers. So it does not surprise me. They've been hinting at this, and I didn't actually look ahead to spoil myself. And of course now we know Lydia, it was Daybright. Or the agent Daybright. So we know that. So it makes me wonder if her power, she was reaching out to help people, the star and the power within her reached out to her family, and now she's back on the home world to hopefully, with Hel maybe, to bring them and finally sentence the Asteri. But we will see, but the next book I think is supposed to come out this year, so we won't have to wait for long, just for a little bit, which I'm going to be impatiently waiting, because oh my goodness, and it makes total sense too why Sarah J. Maas has never fully shared Rhysand's background and his family. So it makes total sense why now, because I feel like we're going to start learning more about Rhysand, his family lineage, while Bryce is trying to figure out why she's here, the family history and lineage on this planet, to help her counteract the Asteri. And the Asteri want to attack her homeworld, because her homeworld was the only one I think that sounded like could cast them out. So, and of course they want the power from the Fae in her homeworld, because they're a lot more powerful. So, yeah, this is wow. Just wow. And reasons why Sarah J. Maas is one of my top 3 favorite authors. Wow. So, but we are finished. So we have one book done in the Magical Readathon. I know it took us 2 weeks to finish the rest of it, but at least we got it finished. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around. If you do like what you saw and want to stick around, if you just happened upon this video, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you are notified when I do post. I post fun, bookish content every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So thank you so much. I hope everybody has a great rest of their week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.